All right, let's move on to website design and branding. Now, don't worry, there's not that much that you need to do here. Maybe nothing at all because you already got a store that's designed and branded. But if you still want to make some changes, I'm going to show you how to do it in the next step. It's going to be quick and easy. Then I'm going to recommend some of the best Shopify apps that you should install on your store before you start making sales. And these apps are absolutely free to use. So I highly suggest to install and try them out. And that will take us to our next step, which is finally marketing. And I'm actually ready to do so because I've already gotten the products that I ordered. Now remember, you do not have to order the products, but if you do, you'll be able to take new pictures and also record your own videos for the organic marketing, for running short videos, and also for the ads. So I'm excited to get to that. But before I do that, we will go over really quickly on design and branding, show you how everything is done, how you can change logos, cover images, all for free. And then I'll finally get to show you the best way to make videos for your products, even if you don't want to order them. And even if you don't want to pay someone else to do it, this is a new feature that just came out in AutoDS. And it uses the power of artificial intelligence to make the videos for you. So I'm going to do that as well. And we're going to see if I can make sales from those videos while also trying to make my own videos. So you're going to be able to see all of the ways that I make videos for my products and try to sell them. All right, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves and start with website design and branding. Now, of course, you got the links to everything that I'm showing you inside the Shopify cheat sheet. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you can do is change your logo and cover image. So if you remember my website, which I'm sure you do, the homepage looks like this. So this is my logo. Let me try to zoom in a bit right here on the top left. And these are the cover images that I got with my store. Now for me, again, it's enough, but I'm going to show you how to make edits anyway. So inside the cheat sheet, you want to go into your theme settings. So that is under online store. And then you've got your themes. So you're going to click here on the right where it says customize. So here I'm actually customizing my theme. Now we do have an announcement bar, but it was turned off because we have this other announcement bar with animations. So soon I'll show you how you can edit that, but that's not the announcement bar that we see right here. The one that we're seeing is this one right here, horizontal ticker. So if I click on that, you can see that the first one says welcome. So that's this text right here, welcome. Then we've got site-wide sale, which is this one. Then we've got free shipping, which is this one. So of course you can go ahead and change this around. So let's say, welcome to Gadget Worlds. The second one will say free shipping worldwide. And the third one will say up to 70% off. Okay, just to let them know we got a lot of deals going, we have a lot of sales, we ship for free, it's worldwide, and a big welcome message. So I'm going to leave it like this. Of course, you can make whatever changes you want. You can remove some of them, you can edit, you can add some more. I'm just going to keep it like this and move on. So next we've got this slide right here, which is of course our cover image. So let's go ahead and see how we can make changes to the cover images. Inside the cheat sheet, you do have links where it says store banner. Now we still got the store logo, we'll take care of it, but let's see how we can do the store banner first. So here I put down a few options. One is if you want to use Fiverr, you can go ahead and do that and get a custom designed cover image for your store. Same thing for the logo. You will have to have a budget for it, but there are also some really cheap freelancers that can start around $5 to $10 per image, which isn't that much. But if you want to do it the free way, you've also got Canva, and you've also got stock image websites like Pexels, Shopify Burst, and Unsplash. All of these are absolutely free. So let me dive into one of them and see what I can get. I'm going to go to Pexels, and I'm going to search for something like gadgets. Okay, so I've got these results right here. This simple black and white one looks pretty good. This is if you want to go for a black and white theme. And if I scroll down, I can see more images that are related to this one, maybe with some colors. So I do like this light blue. Orange sticks out pretty nice. But I think that I'm going to go with a black and white theme. Just to keep it super simple and basic. I don't want to overcomplicate things. We can keep it simple and still make sales. Let's also try Shopify Burst and see what they can get us with gadgets. And they've also got animated wallpapers, as you can see here. These images are a bit more clean, which is pretty nice. might actually go for one of these. Let's see what other options we have. Okay, I'm going to try this image, but I'm not sure that I'm going to keep it. So first of all, I'm going to start with this one. So I'm going to click on download free photo, and it was downloaded onto my computer. I do want to try a more simple one in case that one doesn't really come out nice. So I'm going to try something like maybe showing just headphones. Super, super simple. And as a third option, let's also try flying this drone over here. Okay, so I'm just going to download these three. Now that I can see that they're downloaded onto my computer, on Shopify, I'm going to click on where that image is. Again, I'm in the Shopify theme settings. And then here I've got the picture for this image. So I'm going to click here on change. Then I'm going to click on select from library. I'm going to click on add files, go to my downloads, and start with the third one, the one with the flying the drone. Okay, so I can see it's being uploaded right now. And it's done. So I'm going to click here on done. Okay, and that's actually not so bad. Let's see how the other ones would come out. I don't want to slide. I'm not sure if customers are really going to interact with this. So in order to move the second image, the second banner, I'm just going to hover over it right here and click on the trash can. Okay, but I still want to see how the other images might look. So I'm going to click again on select from library. I'm going to click on add files, and let's also add the headphones. I'm going to skip the one with the blue background because I just wanted that as a just in case the simple clean ones don't come out good. So let's go ahead and try the headphones. Also not so bad. We'll need a little bit of rearranging just to make it fit inside. But I did like the other one. So I'm going to go with select from library, and we're going to keep the one with the drone. Okay, now I'm going to change the text that we see here. So instead of play your world, unleash crisp, clear sound in the palm of your hand, because we're not showing headphones anymore, now we're going to reword this. To make it fast and simple, I will use the help of our good friend ChatGPT. So here I'm going to add the image, which you can do if you didn't know. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this section right here. Okay, I'm going to copy it and paste it here into the chat field of ChatGPT. Okay, so you can see it was pasted here, and I'm going to write generate better texts for my e-commerce store, where it says play your world and the text on the bottom. It's a gadget store. Make it sellable and engaging. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT can come up with. Okay, so how convenient is it that we can use ChatGPT to also send pictures and texts? So here's the results that we got. Option 1, elevate your everyday. Explore the smartest gadget designed to simplify, amplify, and electrify your life. Let's keep going. Just listen to the hooks in the meantime. Next level gadgets right at your fingertips. I think this sounds a little bit better. And the third is the tech that moves you. Fourth is command the sky. I'm not going to use that because that speaks only specifically to that product that we have in the banner image, which is that drone. I'm going to go with next level gadgets right at your fingertips. I'm just going to copy that, head back to the editor where we're on the theme customization. And then here on the left side where it says slide, play your world, that's the one that we're looking at here. And then the editing is always going to be on the right side. So this is where we change the image. And as you can see, there's also an option called mobile image. I'll zoom in a bit more. So you can select a different image to show on mobile if you want it to be different. If let's say the alignment didn't come out that good, or let's just say it just doesn't look that good on mobile. So you can always change it there. So here is the heading, which we have a new one. So next level gadgets right at your fingertips. And the next line, which is discover powerful, innovative tech built to inspire. From drones to wearables. I'm not going to leave that second sentence. Let's just take the first one. Okay, go back. And again, this is just testing. You can always change these things later. Okay, and then we've got the button label here. We can change whatever we see inside this button. As you see, it has this nice little hover effect. So it can be shop now. It can also be anything else like browse our products, see our collection. I'm going to leave it as is. I might change it later, but I want to move a little bit faster. So this part is complete. So we've got the first part of the template after the announcement banner, and now we're going to move to the next. So this one is called multi-row. And as you see, we've got these products here. This is the multi-row that we're looking at here. So we've got these 3 rows with these 3 products. So this is just to change those products with other products that will show up on our homepage. So I want to do this, but before I do that, I want to take new images of the products that I want to promote, which, as you know, is the two guns and, of course, the humidifier. So I want better images. So what I can do is I can add those products now to the homepage, and then I can just change the images later when I take them. So here I can just click on the first one, and then I can just change the image. So I'm going to click on select from library, and I'm going to upload the image of the first product that I want to promote, which is this one, and I will change it later. Okay, so this is the product image. And now I'm going to change the description because, of course, it's a different product. So we need a different title, which is what we're seeing here, and a different description, which is what we're seeing here. So I'm going to do that really quickly because I already have the product description already written up by the power of artificial intelligence. So this will be the title. And I'm just going to make it a little bit shorter. Lightouts are fun with the LED. We're going to remove emitting, electric water gun, automatic water pistol. Okay, and then we've got the description. So let's copy it from our product description. I'm going to take this sentence. Water warfare awaits. Get ready for epic battles. So we're going to put that here. And because it copied the text exactly as is, it kept the header here. I do want to make it the same as the rest of the text. So what you can also do if the text formatting is not good is right click and then just paste and match style. Okay, so this is the first one. Now the thing is, the button here where it says buy now is still linking to the previous product that we had here. So I need to link it to the new product. So here is where we see the button link. So here I need to change it to actually the product that I'm trying to promote here, which is the water gun. So from here, we're going to click on products. And here we need to select that product so it'll link to it. So that is this one. And you can change the button label. So let's say instead of buy now, I don't want to pressure them to feel like they have to buy it, or if they click it, then they're already buying it. So you can change it to something like learn more or check it out in action. Okay, then they'll click on it and then they'll see more images and showing the product in action, maybe a video that I'm going to upload there. So that just looks a little bit better and puts less pressure on the customer than saying, buy it now. Okay, so that's the first one. I'm going to do the second product really quickly. So change the image, select from library, and select the humidifier. Though I don't really like these images, but like I said, I'll change it later. Then we've got the text. So this time we're going to take it from here. Okay, made it shorter, kept only what's important. And we'll take something nice from the product description. So this text here, copy, paste and match style, and the call to action button, learn more here. Okay, and the third product, I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be yet. I need to do a little bit more product research and find another winning product to add to here. You can use the ones that came with your store. That's absolutely fine. So there's just a few more things that I want to do to get my homepage ready and set up. We can also change the logo. But before that, as we scroll, the homepage already is starting to look different. It has the products that we want to showcase to our customers. Now remember that even though we're going to bring traffic to our product pages, it's still good to have a nice looking homepage. Doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. You can still have a bad looking homepage, a crappy product page, but as long as you're selling something that someone is willing to buy and you put the right video in their face showing them why they need this product, they will make an impulse purchase. But I do like to go the extra mile and make my website look a little bit better, at least than most of my competitors. So it's already starting to take nice shape. We're going to skip the third product for now. Then we've got this part here, so I'm definitely going to keep it as is. I can change what we see here. For example, where it says seasonal sale, I can click on it. That's this horizontal ticker right here. So the first one says seasonal sale. I can change that. Site-wide sale. Second one, get yours today. And the third one, free shipping. Okay, so of course you can change anything you want. So if I click on this background here, I can also change the color scheme that I got going on here. So here it's this light blue. I'm not sure if my theme is going to be around light blue. It's going to be more of a black and white. Okay, just to keep it super simple, so we can change it to something like this. Okay, that looks great. Don't miss our hot deals. Be the first to know about new collections and exclusive offers. So I could change this. Okay, send it real quick. If you don't want to think by yourself, you always have artificial intelligence. So generate more sentences to get the customers to enter their emails. This part is actually important, and I will show you more things that you can do to make sure that customers leave their email addresses at your website, even if they're not purchasing anything, okay? And it's really important because we can then later on send them email marketing, which is a great way to get customers to our stores. Okay, so we've got a few examples here. Get exclusive access to flash sales and limited time offers. Sign up now and unlock deals you won't see anywhere else. So this is bold and sales driven, curiosity driven, incentive based, like subscribe now and get 10% off your first order. This is good, but we're going to do that with a pop-up or something else. And then there's also FOMO style deals. Disappear fast. Don't miss out. Join the list. Gadgets you'll love. Prices you'll miss if you wait. Only subscribers get first dibs on the hottest tech. This actually sounds pretty good. It does make me feel FOMO. So I'm going to use that sentence. Okay, so I'm going to click on where it says don't miss our hot deals and change it here on the right side. Okay, and then the second sentence, be the first to know and get first dibs on our deals. Okay, why choose us? So, innovative design. This has to do with headphones. It's not what we're selling at the moment. High quality sound, multifunctional, and user satisfaction. So, I'm going to tell ChatGPT to change this as well. Tailored to our store, which is a gadget store. So, I'm going to just take a screenshot, paste it here on ChatGPT, and say change these three sections to be relevant to a gadgets store. So it's nice that we got the store from Build Your Store, which gave us the base, it gave us the foundation, gave us premium themes and a really look nice and feeling design. But some things we can change according and tailored to the store that we're running here, which is mainly just the text here and there and some layout options. Okay, so here's what ChatGPT generated for us. Cutting edge tech, premium performance, versatile and practical. Customer first experience is definitely something I want to have. Okay, so we've got 4 examples here. Let's go ahead and add them for now. So the first one is cutting edge tech. So I'm going to click on the first one, write that, and it's nice that it comes out with the emoji as well. I'm going to keep that. It looks nice. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest and greatest in smart gadgets. It's very relevant to our store and what we're going to sell here. Okay, the second one, premium performance. From powerful speakers to precision drones, our gadgets are built for high performance, delivering top tier quality with every use. Okay, so we just got to make sure to add those products as well, or just change the product names. It doesn't really matter as long as we have something that's more relevant and our homepage can be ready to start making sales. This is the third one. And last but not least, and also very important to have, customer first experience. We're here to make tech easy and enjoyable, fast support, trusted products, and a commitment to your satisfaction every step of the way. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, and here, instead of why choose us, I'm just going to change us to Gadget Worlds. I want the brand to start registering into their subconscious. So why choose Gadget Worlds? This is why. I'm not sure about the emojis now that I see that we do have the icons on the top. So you know what? Let's just remove the emojis. We don't want it to look messy. We want it to look simple and professional. And as you see, I'm saving every time I make a small move because sometimes my Mac mouse makes me go back and it doesn't save changes. So I don't know if you guys have the same issue. That's how I overcome it. Okay, so why choose Gadget Worlds? This part looks great. Okay, I'm going to remove this video. We don't really need it here. You can add another video, but for now, I'm just going to remove this section. So of course I clicked on it. You make edits on the right side, which is not what I'm looking to do here. On the left side is where you can place things or remove them. So here where it says video, because I clicked on it, it's showing me this. I'm going to delete it and remove that section from my home page. Okay, testimonials, I'm going to leave that here. Contact form, I'm just going to change the word, making it a little bit more friendly. So let us know what's on your mind. Okay, name, email, phone number. Not sure if I have to have their phone number, but it's not a must. Okay, then they'll leave their message. They're going to send it and we'll get it to the email that we registered with onto Shopify. that we have in our settings. Okay, then it's just the usual stuff about us, the footer menu. So that's it. We already have a front page. The only thing that might be changed here is the colors that we have here. And that's simply because we did not go with the blue theme at the end. So what I can do is change the background color here. Now we already have black below that. So if I do that, it'll look the same. And of course, we'll also have to change the text, but that's also fine. Let's see how that will come out. So the background color and the text color is going to be white. Okay, so it looks like this, and that looks fine. Okay, it looks very natural, looks great. I'm going to keep that. We might add something between why choose gadget worlds and what our clients say, because they look kind of similar with the blocks, but we'll figure all of that out later. This is really not a must, and we already have a homepage that is built to sell. Okay, so I'm going to save this and let's go check it out live. So gadgetworlds.store, and here we have the front page. So the cover image is aligned a little bit differently, and that's simply because I'm running a 4K resolution, and every resolution is going to see things a little bit differently. So we might adjust that later on. It's not a must, but I will check out some other examples. But for now, I do want to move on because I don't want to spend too much time on one little thing that you already get and you'll already know how to make it better. And I will do so as well in this store also and show you what I did. But for now, I just want you to see how we got all of this done in just a few minutes. Black and white theme looks really good. We got the products that we want, and we're not confusing the customers with fancy colors. This website doesn't look like a clown, and it actually looks professional. So this homepage, as I said, is ready to sell. The last thing that I want to show you before we move on to Shopify apps and finally start marketing is how to make a quick logo for your store. So back to the cheat sheet, you'll be able to see the different ways to create logos. One is using Fiverr. You have a link to it. And I like Fiverr because they got so many freelancers that you can work with, but that will require, of course, a budget to hire someone to get your logo done for you. Same thing with Canva. You have a free and paid version, but for this store and for our needs, using the logo that you get from Build Your Store is enough if you created your store from Build Your Store. And if you did so, and if not, and you want to change or you want to make a new logo, you have Hatchful, which is my recommendation for making a logo to get it done really quickly and easily. This software was acquired by Shopify, so it's free to use and it makes great logos for your store. So the first thing it's asking you is what's your brand name? As we know in this case, it's Gadget Worlds. So I'm going to click on Start Designing. And so here you have to choose a niche that is similar to what you're selling at your store. Now, in my case, I'm selling gadgets. So that can be toys and games, it can be electronics. And if you don't see anything that's similar to what you're selling, you can also go with other. In my case, I'm going to go with electronics and see what pops up. Okay, so from here we click on continue. And it just took a couple of minutes to get all of this. So these are logos that you can use for your brand. And you can change things like the fonts, the colors, the background, things like that, which is going to be in the next step. But first, see if there's something that you like from here. And if you don't like anything, you can click on regenerate, okay, and let it keep generating new logos until you find one that you like. Okay, so I'm just going to regenerate a couple more times and see if I like something from here. Even though I don't mind keeping my original logo, it's definitely good enough to make sales. But if we're already here, might as well go with it. So I like this one where it actually shows like the earth, right? Like the globe, the world, so Gadget Worlds. Let's click on that one. And now I'm going to click on Customize. Now I'm going to move to Color, and I want to look for a more black and white feel, which is similar to this one. Okay, you can also change the color palette as well, but this is good. This can get the job done. You can also change other things like I mentioned, like the font. So if you don't like it, I think it's good. The name, in my case, it's Gadget Worlds, and the symbol. So that's this little earth thing, which in this case is actually pretty spot on. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Finalize. Okay, and that's it. Where do you want to send the logo to? I'm going to enter my email address and click Send Logo. Okay, now I'll wait to get it in my email. And here it is. Your brand new logo is here. Click on that. Click on Download Now. And it was downloaded right here onto my computer. So if I open it, it's a zip file. So I'm going to unzip it, enter. And here I've got a few logos. So one is transparent. So it's going to look like this. Then you've got the regular one, which looks like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and add it to my store now. So back to where we were at Online Store, Customize. And then here, I'm going to click where it says Theme Settings. So I'm going to get out of where I was up until now on the home page. And I'm going to stay in the same area, but I'm going to click on this wheel icon where it says theme settings. Then we've got logo here on the left side. I'm going to click here on change, select from library. Then I'm going to click on add files, going to open up that folder and add the logo file, which in this case is this one. Okay, let's click on done and go ahead and see how it comes out. Okay, so now it was changed to this. Yes, the logo is small. It was also small before that. We can make it bigger by changing the width over here. Okay, so as you see now it's more noticeable. And I think this is a pretty good size. I don't want to make it too big because it's just making this section way, way too big. So maybe we can just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, and that's fine. I'm on a 4K monitor, so everything looks a lot smaller. I'll need to do some zooming for you to see it better, but I think you understand the overall picture. Let's go ahead and click on save. And we've also got the favicon image. So the favicon image is what you're seeing right up here. So right now the favicon image on my Chrome tab is Shopify, but I wanted to change to my new logo. My store favicon looks like this. This is what we got from Build Your Store. I know it looks really small, guys. My video editor is zooming in a lot so you guys can see it, but this is the favicon and this is the old logo. So we're going to change that right here. Select from library and go ahead and choose that same one that we just uploaded, and we can save. Okay, now there are more things you can do here, like changing the schema, changing the colors, changing the fonts, changing the typography. I don't want this video to be 16 hours long, so I'm going to leave it right here as is. We changed the homepage, we optimized it, we changed the logos, we created nice free logos, nice cover images, everything for free. We're keeping it super cost effective. So now we can move on to the next section now that our homepage is done. Let me just show you that the favicon and the logo is updated. So let me refresh right here. And now we've got the favicon right up here. Maybe the favicon can have the transparent icon so that we won't have all this white, but it's not that big of a deal because anyway, it's a super small logo, so we can keep it. Nobody will see it anyway. And here it just looks much better. So we've got the Gadget Worlds logo here, the links, and the nice optimized homepage. We are ready for the next step, Shopify apps. And as I continue to make more optimizations, whether it's on the homepage, product page, more things that I think about while I'm recording the video, of course, I will let you know. But now that we're done with website design and branding, we have a brand that looks good. It looks professional. Nobody else has it. We have a nice domain. We did so much up until now, guys. We did product research. We created our store. We did all of our store settings, set up our payment gateways, our shipping policies, and everything else, worked on the navigation menu, learned how to import products to our stores, finding the best suppliers to work with, and now we just finished website design and branding. What's next is going over some of the best Shopify apps that will help us make more conversions. And the reason that we want to do that before we do marketing is because once we do marketing, people are going to come to our store. So I want the website to be fully optimized to convert before I send traffic to our store. So one more quick section, it's actually going to be pretty interesting. And then we are going to go off, start marketing these products. And I'm going to show you such cool ways on how you can sell products. You don't even have to order them to your house if you don't want to. It's definitely not a must, but I'm going to show you a hybrid model. What happens when you order it? What happens when you use AI to create the videos for you? What happens when you create the videos yourself? How to create the campaigns? How to see what's going to work well before even thinking about putting a budget into any product, into any ad campaign. I want you to make sure that this product will sell before you put any money down. Again, the whole point here is to help you make money before you have to spend any substantial amount so that you can make sales, make profit, and reinvest that back into continuing to grow your business. And of course, whatever profits you want to withdraw to your bank account and start enjoying the money, you can do that as well. So I'll continue taking you step by step. Let's now connect the best Shopify apps, see what they do, and continue to my favorite section, which is marketing.